This video is all about how to ceramic coat your wheels. Oh my gosh, it's so hard to put into words the slickness. We've got amazing videos at DIY Detail on how to ceramic coat your paint, but Ivan never wants to ceramic coat wheels. I don't know, he's always spraying quick beads on there, because if you spray quick beads, our ceramic spray on, rinse off sealant, the beads are amazing, the wheels are easy to clean, I get it, but some of you want to lock in that amazing protection on your wheels. Do you need a dedicated wheel coating? No, we have Hydrate. This is my favorite coating because of its longevity and also its ability to fill in scratches. So, how do you properly prep a wheel? Well, I'm gonna show you right now. You wanna get some all clean on there at 15:1, let it foam on there. I accidentally sprayed iron remover second. So usually I'd spray iron remover first, I sprayed it second. So you foam on the all clean at 15:1, a little bit of Incredible Suds in there to help it cling, iron remover on the wheel, give it plenty of dwell time, watch the browning come off the tire. After that, we do the foam, rinse, foam on paint. We're gonna do the foam, rinse, foam on the wheels as well. Rinse off any grit on there because we don't wanna drive any grit that's sitting on the wheel into the wheel. You don't just spray on a product and then agitate it in. No, foam, rinse, and foam that all clean again and do a proper clean. I'm gonna clean the faces of the wheels first with the wheel and body brush from DIY Detail. You clean the faces first because what if you pulled something out from the inside of the barrel and then you drove it in with the brush? Same principle. We don't want to be driving grit into the face of this wheel. So wheel faces first, be meticulous, then do the barrels. You can do the lug nuts if you'd like. And then do a final rinse, get that leaf blower going, and you've got a clean, dry wheel. Now I want to show you, if you can follow the light a little bit, your wheels are clear coated, just like your paint. And do you notice how on these kind of grayish black wheels, you can see the scratches in the face of this wheel? It's visible, right? And so you might have really gloss black wheels that look nasty. In that case, Hydrate's gonna be an amazing way to fill that in and keep them protected. Either way, we wanna make these wheels look better. We want them to have better protection on them. And that's why we're gonna ceramic coat them. But before we ceramic coat, we're gonna wanna polish, guys. You can do a couple of things. You can literally polish either with a microfiber towel by hand with gold standard polish, or take an applicator and you can go ahead and polish. I'm gonna see what I can get away with just polishing the face of these wheels with a polisher because they're flat and there's a lot of real estate to work with here. So I'm gonna start with the surface, then we'll work our way around. We are properly prepping wheels. Yes, we are polishing the wheels. A lot of you don't have patience for this, but if you're my kind of person, you're detail oriented, you want your wheels to be as protected as your ride. And by the way, this vehicle was out in the rain and looks kind of nasty. But if you want your wheels as good as your ride, this is the video for you. By the way, any products you see in this video, get them at thehouseofrags.com. Save 10% with promo code NickAtNight. Okay, folks, one spray of the gold standard polish on my yellow waffle pad. I'm gonna put it at a real low speed here. I just wanna see what this feels like going over all these curves and undulations on this wheel face. Yeah, between speed 2 and 3 there, it's important to remember polishing actually makes your paint, or in this case, wheels shiny, but it also deep cleans. So this is a really good way to prep for coating. We want it deeply cleaned so it's ready to accept the coating. Boy, I haven't hand polished in a long time. I'll usually spray a gold standard polish spray, maybe on like some glass, if I'm trying to get some water spots off the corner. So hand polishing is meticulous. It can be boring, it can be exhausting. But right now, we are just trying to deeply clean and potentially shine up anywhere that the polisher didn't get. I sometimes hand polish with like, you know, your side mirrors, if there's like a little corner that has some water spots that you couldn't reach with the polisher. This is kind of up to you. Like, do you want to do this? Because if not, you could just go ahead and start coating. But if you feel like this is gonna give your maybe older gloss black wheels a little bit more shine, if you feel like it's gonna clean off some water spots maybe on older wheels, right? We know that the gloss black wheels can be water spot magnets, right? And with the TEOS, tetraethyl orthosilicate of hydrate, mitigating against clogging, mitigating against water spots, wanting to give your wheels just literally the best protection possible. That's what we're doing here. Is it overkill? Yeah. Is it something that might make you happy knowing your wheels are protected during all seasons of the year? Well, for some of you, the answer is absolutely, and that's why we're doing it. So just working that polish into any areas where the polisher may not have hit. I don't know if it got into this little area here. You know, the counter argument to this is, whoa, this is gonna take a long time. And it might. It might just not be comfortable for you crouching down. So there's reasons why you wouldn't do this, folks. There's reasons why you wouldn't do this. But there's also many reasons why you would. So I don't know if that was perfect. I mean, I know it wasn't perfect. But you see kind of how we deep cleaned and what we got off of there? So again, polishing is an incredible deep cleaning step. I may hit all these little sections once. Maybe I didn't clean these super well, or maybe I missed another spot. Anything's possible, but anything is certainly better than nothing. So I'm gonna make sure I didn't leave any big globs there. Now I'm gonna grab my rinseless wash dampened towel. This is the way we always teach you to clean off polish residue at DIY Detail. Cuts through all the polishing oils, just ensures that you're safely doing so. You've got the lubrication of the rinseless wash, the cleaning power of the surfactants. Not in a rush or anything, but now I'm gonna take a dry microfiber towel and wipe off my rinseless wash and polish mixture, that residue, right? So just already, we're gonna get a much shinier looking wheel because most humans don't ever polish their wheels. So this is already gonna be excess for 99% of the population and 99% of detailers. But you're here for the whole experience. I'm gonna give you the whole experience. There's a couple things you could do now. You could go ahead and apply panel prep via a towel to prep this wheel. We're gonna do it the official DIY way. Let's get some adhesion promoter polish on the face of this wheel to prep for hydrate ceramic coating. All right, y'all, app adhesion promoter polish. Just a couple drops on there. That's gonna be plenty. And because I'm not going on paint, I will just wipe this in because I don't want it to fling anywhere. Let's just distribute this on the face of the wheel. Trying to work it into every panel, every section, of this wheel. Boy, it's kind of fun to go overkill every once in a while, isn't it? This is the replacement for panel prep. So it opens up the pores, it adds gloss. It's kind of your final deep cleaning step. And you use the red Julian pad from DIY Detail. Again, all these products, I'm gonna link in the description below. You can save 10% at the House of Rags by using promo code NICK@NIGHT. So just a simple palm sander. You could do this by hand, but the palm sander movement is a little more ideal. All right, y'all, we are almost done. If you're like me, more is better, right? Probably not the case, but because I didn't get the app in all of these little areas, I may just do one of these. Again, treating this kind of like my panel prep stage. I already polished. I just want to make sure the app goes everywhere, right? This is like my panel prep. This is preparing the surface. You don't need a lot of app, so I'm just gonna get it into areas that I'm gonna want clean, but I may not have accessed potentially with that red pad. I'm gonna want these to stay clean. I'm gonna want the coating to adhere very well here. Okay, so essentially that's all I'm doing, and now I'm doing my final wipe down, right? With app, we get it on, and we have literally 48 hours to wipe it off. But in this case, I want it off now because I'm ready to coat. Because I'm crazy in the best way, I'm gonna inspect here and it looks like, oh, I didn't quite wipe off all the app there. You can kind of see the sparkle of the clear coated wheels here, which I don't remember them sparkling before. So we've brought out a lot of life on these 4Runner wheels. And that is looking really good. That's polished. And that's been panel prepped with adhesion promoter polish. So at this point, we've got a very shiny wheel. Not going for perfection, but clean and shiny. You see how the face of that wheel just looks a little bit better now? Yeah, look Looking really good. And there you have it, folks. Hydrate ceramic coating, the talk of the town. You want the best coating? You want filling abilities? Let's go. So ideally, what I'd probably do is coat my vehicle first, right? And then save the wheels till last. I'd have some hydrate left over because you can easily get 2 vehicles with this. But I'm just opening it fresh for you because that's what you deserve here at Nick at Night. You deserve the best of the best. Fresh applicator, 8 to 10 drops. Okay, it's a thicker solution, folks. This is the real deal. So I'm gonna grab my hydrate, and this is very simple. The only thing I'm gonna emphasize here is we just wait a long time before we level. So let's just start at 3 o'clock, just choose a place to start. If I have one thing that I don't typically do really well, it's be meticulous. So let's make sure we're, after all that prep work, let's get every surface, right? We're gonna go through winters and summers, road salt, minerals, traffic film, oils, grease. There's gonna be a lot on the road to contend with. I don't know if you can kind of see that splotchy pattern there, but there's a lot of coating on this applicator, so not to worry. And just from the angle of the camera here, I'm gonna make sure I got all these sections as well. Of course, we're gonna want the faces to be nice and coated so they bead water afterwards. And of course, being meticulous means let's get it all as we go. So we started at about 3 o'clock. Let's get all into here. Let's get all into here. All into there. Boom, just like that. And like that. All into here. All into there. Wherever you want to be easier to clean, that's where you're gonna want a ceramic coat. The valve stem, yes. The outer parts of the wheel face here, yes. Lug nut, yes. Lug nut, around the lug nut, absolutely. If that got a little dirty, not a big deal. I may not have perfectly cleaned somewhere. Doing the best we can, right? These are wheels. No one's gonna see them like you will. But we're trying to make these easier to clean in the future. That's the goal here, right? We like ease of clean. So I'm triple checking that I got every exterior surface ceramic coated. And don't worry, my leveling is actually gonna be a redundancy step. If somehow I miss something, I'm gonna sort of apply it again during the leveling process. For now though, we've applied. I've gone over something 6 times that I only needed to go over once. I will not miss a spot on this wheel, folks. These will be ceramic coated with hydrate, filled, shiny, and protected. And now I'm literally gonna wait 30 minutes before I come back to level this. All right, everybody, it has been 30 minutes. Sylvie's here to help me do some videography, so thank you for your patience on that before. You can see this here, and maybe I can show you with the light. Not sure what you can see. I don't really see a lot of high spots, so you can kind of get away with wheels, but we want to remove these high spots. We actually want to level them because the coating performs better when we do so. Let's be meticulous with this. This is my level 1 towel. Now with the level 1 towel, we think about it almost like a secondary applicator. So in previous iterations of DIY coatings, the level 1 towel would pretty much level it, and your Freebird 400 would kind of just be like your insurance wipe. Oh my gosh, that's already so slick. It's obviously setting up a little bit already, but giving yourself lots of time with hydrate is ideal. So I'm actually treating this level 1 towel as my secondary applicator, double, triple checking that this is gonna go everywhere I want it to go. Lots of time after you put the coating on is, to me, the cheat code with hydrate. When you try to rush it and level it right away, that's where it's like, oh my gosh, why isn't this leveling as evenly as I want it to? It wants time. So essentially, I'm just gonna make sure I go, oh, that is so slick. So I've basically applied it, right? I've like reapplied it. That was what I'm doing with my level 1. It's an older level 1, but it's been washed. We are talking about wheels now. And now, what I would typically do on paint is I'd kind of do one of these where we're doing wheels here. So I'm just gonna start from midnight and just make sure I'm leveling. And again, if you don't level, you're not always gonna get the performance out of the coating you want. A previous version of me would have said, who cares if you have high spots on wheels? You know, you never see them. That's not the case. We really do wanna remove the high spots because the coating performs better when it gets into the pores of your clear coat, and then you've spread it out evenly and leveled the excess. Oh my gosh. It's so hard to put into words the slickness under my Freebird 400 towel, but I don't know if you can see any of the shine and gloss on the face of that wheel. And I noticed one little high spot. I'm gonna knock it down just like that. This will be kind of a way that I'm gonna inspect for any high spots. That's just about the only one that I saw. Maybe we could compare it to the wheel over here that I haven't touched yet. All right, everybody, so if you're like, whatever, that's just a wheel. Remember where we started, yeah? This is how we started. It was a rainy day in Omaha. This wheel had seen better days. Now we've got a protected wheel in Omaha. And if you want to spend all the time and all the effort and do this and not use quick beads, I hope this has helped. Shiny paint, washed, polished, and now protected for years to come. Folks, what did you think of this? If you liked what I did here, you can do it too. It's super easy to use. Get any of these products at thehouseofrags.com. Use promo code Nick at Night. Coated wheels are protected wheels. That's peace of mind and beautiful, gorgeous shine on the roads. And in 1 hour, this could actually go back out in the rain. So since we're in the studio and I've got time, I'm gonna come back in an hour and we'll spray these down and you can see just how amazing the water beads really are. Just as a reminder, this is what happens on the wheels that didn't get coated. See how flat that is? The water is just running down. There's no water beading. It's not gonna promote self-cleaning. This is what you're up against if you don't protect your wheels. And now for the glossy, shiny hydrate test. Will they bead? Look at that. Look at that, folks. Look at that. The beading, the self-cleaning, we're gonna love that. You're gonna love that. Even my camera got wet. Tight water beads everywhere you look, clinging to vertical panels. That's always a good sign, folks. And you're gonna really love it into areas like this, where when you go to clean your wheel, it's so easy. Oh my gosh, that's so slick to the touch. Folks, get yourself some kind of protection for your wheels. If Hydrate seems like the kind of product you want to use on your wheels, why not pair it with your paint? TheHouseOfRags.com, promo code Nick at Night. Save yourself 10%.